Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 10th of August. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. This week we have Xero, Healthco, Renascor Resources, Xanadu Mines and Coles. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter, but our better stock tips come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you are getting that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to have a broking account with me, please let me know. And all the advice here is general only. So we've got a daily chart here of Xero. So this is one that in our Dynamic Investor Report, we've had some buy signals earlier in the year when it sort of broke above, broke out of the base and then again sort of gapped up to continue the move. So, still trending very well. One negative, of course, is you've got this divergence here because of the strong move here. You could see the RSI, that's where momentum peaked, and it has been trending lower as the share price has been trending higher, but it hasn't triggered a reversal yet. So it could continue on like this for a bit longer. What I would do is look out for the prior lows. So every time it makes, you've got the higher highs, higher lows. So as long as it holds above each of these lows, then it's worth sticking with. Okay, HCW. So we can see that it hasn't been listed for too long. Since listing, it's basically been in a downtrend. I mean, most recently, it does look like it's forming a base, so we've got this sort of sideways range here. The only thing worth noting is it looks like there's quite a bit of volume during the base. So I mean, ordinarily you'd like to see volume dry up, and then if you get an upside break, the volume's starting to come back in. But I'd just basically, there's no direction. You just got to keep an eye on what it does with the resistance and support levels. Obviously, a break up here is a buy, and a break down there is a sell. Okay, RNU. So over the past, it's been downtrending, as we can see, since late last year, and then it's broken under a major support level. So we could see that this level here, around 17 cents, is a major level for it. So yesterday it broke under that on a big spike in volume. So, obviously initially a concern, and now it's back to retest this level, but it looks like this stock has done this before. It's sort of broken under support levels on volume, only to basically bounce back up, and it's been a little false break. So I guess worth keeping an eye on. If this holds and within a couple of days it's back up here, then that's obviously a big buy signal, but it's too early to call that. Okay, Xanadu. So if we have a look at a weekly chart, you can see there's been a couple of breakouts and buy signals recently. So we've had this sort of base, break above resistance on big volume, sort of retest, off it went again. Depending where you want to draw your horizontal line here, but basically around here you could see around 8 cents was the previous couple of peaks. Again, pushed through that on volume, came back to retest it and bounced. Short term, we could see, clearly after a move like that, it pulls back, lower volumes, volume kicks in on the way up. So doing all the right things there, although yesterday's downwards move did have a bit of volume on it. So it looks like it's still just consolidating, because obviously when we look at the weekly chart, it's only just sort of breaking out now. Okay, and Coles, so we can see Coles doesn't go anywhere. Shorter term, potentially at first glance, it looks like this could be an ascending triangle, which could be bullish. However, I just don't like the way it's, to be bullish, it'd be better if it was sort of consolidating a bit higher up here. Seems like it's, really struggling to to get going. So yeah, I prefer to see it at the top of the range. I mean, you know, the way it's going here, it looks like it's ready to roll over. So, you know, just keep an eye on these lows. If you see these lows get breached, that's a negative sign. But of course, you know, if this is an ascending triangle, then a push up here would be the buy signal. Okay, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and we'll try to cover it next Thursday.